All right. I can't I saw you, Roger, and I'm like, all right, I can't leave you let you sit here and talk to yourself. So I almost say logged in, but I popped on a moment early. What's going on with you, man? All right, so as normal, as regular, I am home. You guys see the 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 corner backdrop. George, what up, man? How you doing this evening? The link has been posted. I have to go get my beer. I I was it seems to be a popular live stream like night tonight. Um Everybody and their mother seems to be doing a live stream at this moment. And I was on a live stream like literally just until I clicked over to do this. I'm actually gonna apologize to the other person. Um I had to drop off because I'm doing my own live stream on my barbecue channel. Another time. All right. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody is staying warm and able to get out. I know some of you guys are more snowed in than others, and some of you guys are just cold, and other of you are wearing shorts right now. I'm looking at you, Steven. Steven's probably not here yet, but I'm still looking at Steven. So George says, I hope you guys are toasty and warm tonight. Hmm. All right. So I told you guys I was on another live stream prior to logging in here. So I'm not prepared. I have to go get my beer. I'm going to make a pit stop before I come back. So if you can bear with me one moment, I should play the P break polka. Roger said his cars are still buried. Um, well, I mean, is your sister's car unburied, or are you just gonna leave your cars buried? I guess maybe hers is unburied, so you guys can get out if you have to. But like, do you have to go out and dig it out yourself, or does the apartment complex kind of help with that situation? Mm. Hmm. Oh, her car's in the garage. Fancy. Is the Corrado outside or is the Corrado in the garage? You have to dig it out. Okay. Well, I mean, if you need a hand, uh, call Tyra. Nah, I'd help you out. What up, Chris? How you doing this evening, man? George is here. Roger's here. Who else do we have here this evening? I see 8 folks watching. Do not be bashful. Taj, what up, man? Taj said, bro, the snow is whack. Yes, Miss Toya, how you doing this evening? Hey, I feel like I haven't seen y'all in forever. Shoot, just spent 2 weeks on a cruise ship with her, and it's like, dang, yo. So Mrs. Dash is talking about getting together with y'all and going. There's a place in Baltimore that has they do board games. It's a board game bar. She was like, "You think Taj and Toya would want to go do that?" I was like, "Yeah, they would. They'd be down." So we'll have to figure that out. Jimmy, he said, "What's up?" Oh, look, why do I forget that I can do this? Look at this. Steven says, "Hey, yo, Dash and family, good evening." Somebody called. Yes, man. I was talking about you and about how you probably like, oh, it's so hot here. I'm wearing my shorts and I have to turn the fan on because it's so hot. Talking about how it's 80 plus degrees where you are. Yeah. All right. Toy says yes, yes. Toy. you're gonna have to reach out to the missus and y'all can figure it out. You just let Taj and I know where we have to get y'all to, because I don't. I suck at planning. I suck at planning. All right, I'm gonna. Anybody, Jimmy? Let me see. I'll post the link. Jimmy, you're more than welcome. George, you're more than welcome to join us. Me. I know it's been a few weeks, and I want to say I apologize, but I'm not apologizing. I was living my life. I feel like I've been around the world in the last 3 weeks, and bro, I'm still trying to catch up. My goodness, when I left work, I had monthly metric stuff to do, right? And the last thing I did before I logged off on the Friday before we went on our cruise was do the metric stuff. And I was thinking about like, man, I have stuff to do, and I'm like, damn. Um, I'm like, dang, I got to do it all over again. I've been going that long where the month done passed, and yeah, Stevens. Dash didn't say you or I are uninvited up there. Oh, man, look, we can we can just crash. I mean, if you're there, he can't tell you no. Okay, I'm a forgiveness, not permission type of guy. I've told you this before. Your supplies before you start. Yeah, go get my supplies before I start rambling. I know. Zachary says, "Do you use a beard straightener?" Technically, yes, I do. It is a blow dryer slash hot comb, I guess. So, but let me go get my beers. I'm gonna go get my beers. I have my cup, my handy dandy cup, and all right. What up, B? How you doing this
What
evening?
up?
Oh, B.
I know. Where is it?
Hold on. Let me go get it. Actually, I'm gonna go do all the things I need to do first, right? I need to go get my beer. Drop some. I'm not. Well, make a quick pit stop. I'll be back. You say hi to everyone, all right?
Have you tried it yet, though?
No, I didn't open it. I was waiting specifically. I've been. Hold on, B. Hold on.
What up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope not everybody is caught up in this weather, that big storm. California, we don't have too much of it, so especially where I'm at, um, we just got a regular weather right now. We get the fog in the morning, it drops down to about 32, 34, and the high today was 58. So, that's California stuff. What up, Scrog? Good seeing you. Stefan? So, where's everybody from? Post up the state that you live in. Ooh, Scrog's in Texas. Okay, I thought you were. All right, I guess it was somebody else. I thought you were up in Washington, but I could be mixing you up with somebody else. What part of Texas? I got some friends over there. Just out of curiosity. If you don't want to post it up, you're good. Blind Man Cooking, what's up, man? Welcome. Maryland, about 40. Oh, Maryland, about 45 minutes from Dash. Ah, there you go. Non-riders in the storm, thick of it.
All right, I am back. What I miss?
Not much. We were just piggybacking on what you were talking about, the weather.
Hmm.
I was just saying today, and where I'm at in Central California, it was what 34 degrees was the low, and the high was 58. But we
I
get
wish.
pretty dense fog in the mornings. That's why it stays kind of low. But
All right, so I have some Miller Lights that I'm putting into my cup here. I'm just gonna get them prepared. They were sitting on the side of my house.
Spark
So
said,
if
"Oh, I thought this was B string." No, not at all.
Blind Man, what up, Dave? How you doing? All right. So I'm pouring the beer first, just so I can have it ready. I'm
Oh,
going.
it's not that bad.
Oh no. I'm just gonna get two. I'm just gonna get two of these, at a time, and pour them into my cup and drink them with a straw and be, kind of bougie. But they should be
Yeah,
plenty cold because they were sitting outside and it's like 20 degrees outside. So I'm just happy they're not frozen.
right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. All right. So while on my way um to my mother-in-law's house, we stopped at there's a Walmart in Florida. Actually, this was on our way to Miami. I stopped and this liquor store it's a pretty decent liquor store at this Walmart in Port St. Lucie actually. Um But I stopped there and I saw this and I said, "Oh man, let me just get this bottle right now." And I know B would love it. So
Mm,
I sent you I sent you a picture saying I got
yeah,
it,
you
right,
did.
B?
Yeah,
And then I was gone for 3 weeks and I couldn't drink it. So but now I'm home and damn, I can't get the liquor panties off. Damn, come on. All right. So straight bourbon whiskey, horse soldier. This is 87 proof. Is that the same one you have? Because they had two
yeah,
bottles where I was.
yeah.
I
This
thought,
is
oh, it
same one.
smells good.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh, all right. So I'm putting mine over the rock over on on the rocks because it'll give me faster indigestion if I drink it straight. If I drink it neat.
I only
All
got a
right.
shot and a half left, so I'm polishing it off for you.
Look,
With you.
I got a little glass. So cheers. All right. So let's see. Sean said, "What up? What up?" Oh man, that's good.
I told you,
That's real good. Now I see why you could drink
super
so much of
smooth,
this stuff.
super
George, how
smooth.
you doing, man?
Good, man. In Mexico.
I was about to say, you on travel or you home?
Nah, man. More quality control training for our new plant. So down here, tacoed out, man.
Don't be mad. Tacos are fantastic.
Yeah, I've probably had every kind of taco there is.
I saw somebody make some lengua, where she was making lengua, and I was like, "Dang, man, I want to go to Sam's." I was about to go to Sam's and get some lengua, get some beef tongue, and make some lengua.
Yeah,
Sean,
they just opened up a new Brazilian barbecue over by the hotel
oh
that I'm
yeah,
staying at, and they have brought some over to the table.
nice, nice.
Never tried lengua.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I had it by mistake because I didn't know what it was.
beef tongue is fantastic. It has a
I know.
definitive.
Bad. It was
It
just
has a. It has a internal organ taste.
yeah, almost like
Mm.
liver.
It's not as bad as liver.
Now
I
I'm
can't
really
stand
not going
liver.
to try it.
No. It's not as bad as liver, but you can definitely tell it's internal organ.
Right.
Like
You
it
can
it,
tell
Okay.
it's
it
not
has
like beef,
no,
like
it's
meat.
not like a ribeye or roast beef. It
Right.
has a definite distinct difference in taste, but it's like on a scale of 1 to 10, like 10 being liver and 1 being ribeye, it's like a firm 5.
Right.
You can tell it's different. Like you can tell it's something else, but it's not liver. I wouldn't lie to you like that, B. So Sean said, "What up?" Steven said it's 74 degrees here on the island.
Wow.
Blind man says good. He's doing good. And am I loving the snow? Loving the snow is not like I like getting snow every now and again. Like this is enough. Every 10 years or so to get a decent snow like this is more than enough. It reminds me I'm not getting any younger. My back is still killing me from moving the snow that I did. And every opportunity that one of the plow trucks or somebody from the city that had like there's a guy in the front end loader helping to dig people out. And like Bobcats, I wave them guys down real quick and tell them, hey, can you help clean this up right here? I am not above asking for them to help me out. Then I also had a water main break up the street from my house, and that caused havoc as well because
That was
the
in your
water.
video, wasn't it?
No, that was. Oh, actually, it was. It was because
Yeah.
they hadn't actually started the repair, but I forgot that it snowed. So it snowed Saturday into Sunday, and on Sunday morning when they were trying to clean up the snow, they couldn't really clean up the snow because it was a water main break and all of the water was running downhill towards my house. So in the video when I was cooking, that was Monday. In the video, they were just starting to like have people in the street to try to figure out where the break was so they could fix it. They finally fixed it late last night, early into this morning. So the people across the street from me were without water for like 2 or 3 days. Marcus, what up? What up? He says, aloha. As Sean said, internal organ taste. I think I'll pass. Sean, when have you known me to lie to you? I have only told you good things. I'm telling you, it is different, but it is not liver. It's not as
I try it once.
and
I-
that's
I-
exactly it. Because usually when you have a lengua taco or a lengua anything, there's other onions and tomato and salsa or
Right.
pico de gallo. It's so much other stuff that you're like, all right, I'm eating meat. I can't if no one told you what it was, and probably this is what it was with you, Georgia. No one told you what it was. You were like, this is different. It's not like totally like I'm going to
Right.
throw up, but it was different, and you're like,
Yeah.
what is this? And then when you find out what it is, you either had the decision to keep eating more of it, or you'd be like, all right, nah, I'm good.
I mean, I
And
ate the whole taco
finished
before
it,
I
yup.
knew what it was.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Damn,
So
B.
now
I'm
I
telling
can
you.
say I kissed the cow.
It's
Uh-huh.
all right. Here's a question: how much was it over here in California? This was about $100.
For
It was
what?
less than that. For this
Huh?
bottle, for this bottle.
Oh, I thought you were talking about for a
No, for
taco.
lengua taco, no.
No,
It was
no.
it wasn't that much. If I really had to find the receipt, I could, but
Nah,
it
we got
was
higher taxes, so
yeah, it wasn't that much. It may have been in the $70-$80 bottle range, but I really don't think I paid that much for it either. But I bought 2 bottles at the same time, and I know
it's
my
smooth.
bill was over $100.
I love it. I couldn't believe how smooth this stuff was.
Yeah, it's great. Sean said he's originally from Illinois and he misses the snow. Not enough for me to move from Texas though. Dog, I hear in Texas y'all haven't gotten the snow, but y'all getting pretty cold, and they don't know what to do with the chilly temperatures down there.
Yeah, my sister said they got some ice in Dallas. Well, they live right outside of Dallas.
Sorry to hear that, George.
Yeah, I was too.
No, that they live outside of Dallas. Just that's
Yeah, I know.
mm-mm.
Sad, I know.
Keon, he says, "Hey, yo, what's up, Dash and Barbecue?" I guess family. Yeah. So yes, we did. Because Keon is there as well, right near Dallas. Scrog says, "All right, finally a Bushmills Black on ice. Bushmills Black on ice to sip on. Waiting for an hour in Mark. Oh, you don't have to wait for the hour in Mark. So you know what's crazy? Bushmills, is it Bushmills? Is Bushmills the rifle company or shotgun company? That same Bushmills? Because I saw when I was at SHOT Show, I saw or heard something about Bushmills. Is it the same company or a different company? Roger with the jokes. He says Dallas adjacent. All right. So what am I doing? Uh, Look, Blind Man says it's currently negative 17 Celsius here in Eastern Canada. All right, let's do that math. Hold on. Negative 17. Negative 17
What,
Celsius.
like 10?
ELC IUS to Fahrenheit. No. That's 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Bruh.
Wow.
That is cold.
What's the
Yeah.
coldest you've been in, Dash?
Me?
Yeah.
It's been in the negatives here. Like we've gotten down to like negative 10, negative 15 Fahrenheit. Not for long, but we have
Not
definitely
for long.
done. Yeah, we've definitely done like negative temperatures. And I mean,
And
I
most
want
of
to
our
say
negatives come with the wind chill factor.
yeah, but this was like the temperature was negative. I mean, like it probably was 5 to 7 years ago. We were into negative, like negative single digits. I'm gonna say negative aughts, but negative single digits. Um, like I remember the the toilet on the side of my house, the upstairs bathroom. The toilet drains through an external pipe down and out into the basement. I had to take a hair dryer and warm up that
Oh my
because
God.
it froze because it was on the outside of the house again, and that's the drain going down. So it was cold enough for the water to freeze in the pipe on the way down into
Wow.
the basement. That's
Get the
yeah.
electric blanket.
No, you know what? What I did, like I said, I took a hair dryer and stuck it out there in the clean out, and it
Oh,
warmed up the pipe enough and it was, and the whole thing was, I found out later, of course, hindsight being 2020, that the toilet was running, and it was just enough water to trickle down, and it eventually built up and caused it to freeze, and the toilet wouldn't drain. So, but now that I know, it's one of those things where I've lived in this house now for 22 years, 23 years, and every time it gets stupid cold, we find something else that is like, okay, this is one of those things, like
yeah.
I'm sure all of those folks in Texas, um, okay, Bushmills is Ireland's oldest distillery. The folks in Texas, with it getting as cold as it's gotten, they have discovered, different things breaking, bursting, and other things like that. And it's like, oh, but it doesn't get this cold normally. Well, listen, after the second or third time you replacing that same pipe because it gets that cold, you would think that you would beef up your infrastructure so you wouldn't have to do this again. But who am I? Uh, all right. So Scrog said he was gonna wait for the hour mark to ask about Shot Show. I mean, I feel like we've been on vacation this whole month. So if you wanted to just talk about anything that I've done as far as the travel I've done, I won't say feel free. You guys know I do barbecue, and you guys know I do other things. I won't say I did some traveling, but the first 2 weeks of January, my wife and I were on a cruise, and my homie Taj and his wife Toya were on the cruise with us. So they were here earlier. If I know Taj, he's probably asleep because he logs in from his bed. Um, I'm Beanie Man. And then last week I was in Vegas for a firearms convention called SHOT Show. So that was not the entire week, but it was a few days. And when I was on the ship and I'm like, oh, I'll be home next week, I completely forgot that I was going to be in Vegas the next week. And I'm like, I feel like a liar, but I totally forgot. Taj said he's still up. So yeah, that's an accomplishment. I must not be boring enough. Maybe I need to, I don't know, start talking about something else and make him fall asleep. We can let's sing him a lullaby. Start having him count sheep. So, but dog man, I feel like I've been everywhere in the past few weeks. Multiple countries, multiple continents, um, time zones. Just yeah. So George, where in Mexico are you?
It's a town called Saltillo.
Where is that?
It's it's not far from the Texas border. I mean, like say our plane from Houston was like maybe an hour and a half flight from Houston, so it's more north.
Okay.
It's probably one of the most industrial cities in the country.
Okay.
A lot of automobile industry here.
Okay.
Um,
Like I'm sure Volkswagen is probably there because I know they have a plant.
yeah,
in,
Volkswagen. They have Ford.
Okay.
It's a lot of
Chevy's down there.
Chevy's here.
All right. I see you. I see you, Salty.
It's a lot of stuff here. I mean, this town is almost as far as like job wise goes, American as America can be.
Really? That's
Yeah,
what's up.
like even their mall here. It's a lot
Huh.
of American stores. I mean, they
Okay.
have Starbucks all over the place. They have Krispy Kreme, Wingstop, Carl Jr., McDonald's, and stuff like that.
But do they have
All
a
right.
Bar A barbecue out there?
No, but I mean, shoot, there's enough
Just kidding.
mom and pop barbecues and taco shops out here.
No
Yes,
Franklin's.
indeed, TJ.
Now, the crazy thing is there's a bar or whatever here. It's called Shot and Shot, to where you can come in and drink, but a little ways over inside the bar is a shooting gallery, so they shoot pellet guns.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Nice combination.
Nice. Yeah, right. All right, B. I done took my second shot of the horse soldier, and it's pretty darn good. I'm a work on the beers, so I didn't want to have to get koozies or anything, so I put them into the
No, you're good. I'm glad. I was actually going to get you a bottle, but now that you have it,
You still can. I mean, this will be gone soon enough.
right?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Is Jimmy still here? I saw him on the chat. I just wanted to thank him for his smoked pig feet video.
Smoked pig feet or
Yeah, no, it was smoked pig feet.
Was it pig feet or oxtail? I'm trying to say.
No,
I thought it was oxtail.
It was pig feet.
How long ago was this?
I can't remember how long ago the video was, but yeah, I vowed to my wife I would never eat pig feet in my life. And then I saw Jamie's smoked pig feet video. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna try it, and it's totally different.
Huh? I'm gonna have to look it up. I mean, let me see.
I couldn't stop eating
it. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, from 4 years ago, Carolina Barbecue Trotters.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
My wife was like, "Well, for somebody that don't eat pig feet, you're not leaving much for me." I'm like, "Nope."
I see your comment. Hey, Jimmy, my wife and niece are pig feet enthusiasts, but they never had them smoked. They wanted some for our family Christmas dinner. I'll try a small batch this weekend and let you know how they turn out.
No, they turned out very good.
Really? That's what's up. I can't say that I've seen this video, only because I clicked on it and I don't see that I gave it a like, but I have it open and I will have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out for sure.
Scrog says, "Oh, look, there he is."
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, buddy. Thank you very much.
Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
That's trotters.
Hold on.
That's
hold
for
on,
people
Jimmy.
who don't eat pig feet.
Yeah. No, it came out really good.
Pig
trotters. Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
I can't compare, but look what I found. Quentin would have a fit. Quentin would have a fit. That's tonight.
Let me tell you, Jimmy. When we were in Vegas, I was paying. It was almost $30. It was $27 for a double shot of Buffalo Trace at the Circle Bar in the Venetian in the casino, right? So I'm telling one of my coworkers, and I'm like, man, it's damn near $30. By the time I leave $2 a tip, that's $30 for a double shot.
Well,
He's like,
we can do half of that tonight,
bro, listen.
until it's gone.
He said, let's go to walk to Walgreens. I said, all right. So we went and we were like, oh, we were trying to get food because it was the first night we were there, and we ended up going to Walgreens, which was like 2 blocks in one direction from the Venetian because we stayed at the Venetian. And we
Yeah.
go into the Walgreens, and I'm like, yo, what are we getting? And I'm like, they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm like, all right, I'm getting a bottle of Buffalo Trace. The bottle of Buffalo Trace was like $35, $40, right? I was like, okay, cool. Like that's not
Yep.
a bad deal at all. And then we got some Tylenol or Advil. He got Advil. He's like, listen, I'm telling you now, all the walking we're going to be doing, all of the, everything we're going to be doing, take 2 Advil, tonight after walking around, and take 2 more Advil tomorrow morning after, before you start walking around. He's like, thank me later. I'm like, well, I'm not a little guy. I'm like, I just pour a handful and I put them in my pocket. I popped 4 then the first night, and then I popped another 4 the next morning, and I wasn't feeling too bad, which was good. But we were drinking we had the Buffalo Trace, and we went to Five Guys which was on the opposite side of the hotel. And we go to Five Guys, and they have a slushy machine where you could get your slushy with liquor in it. So
Really?
we all exactly on the Vegas shirt. We all like, hell yeah. So one dude got rum, and he and I got whiskey in ours, and we're like, all right, look, drink it down before we go into the room for the night. We're gonna top it off with a little bit more of this Buffalo Trace. So all 3 of us had a little bit of Buffalo Trace, and then I had a little bit left of it the next morning, which was Wednesday, right? So I'm like, okay, I knew that I was gonna have to do a breathalyzer before I got to shoot, right? So I had a little bit left, and I'm like, man, I need to take my medicine, and I was gonna take the Advil. I said, look, I'm not even gonna risk it. I'm like, let's just go ahead and get some water, and I ended up pouring out the last of my slushy and the Buffalo Trace. But I was like, damn, I wanted to drink it, but then like when we were leaving, I got a Diet Coke from the hotel bar. Went up to the room, splashed into the cup, then went back down to the
Yeah.
and then same thing before we went out. We went to so there was an industry party we went to, or one of the guys and I went to, and same thing. It was like before we left out, I splash into a cup, and I'm taking that cup right on with me. I said, I'm trying not to pay for any more drinks. And then same thing when we got back from the party, he wasn't feeling well. I walked him up to the room, splash into the cup, then went back down to the Circle Bar. I said, I'll be damned if I'm paying $30 for a double shot anymore. But it was all good. It was definitely a good time.
Well, 2 things for you tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right. The first one, did you bet on the black?
I did. I lost $23 total.
Okay. Well, I'll send you $13 then.
How long did it take you though?
So it's funny. I did. So not too long after you said that, right? I said, all right, you know what? I'm gonna put $20 in the machine, and I put 10 of it on black, and then I mixed the other 10 on, like some other numbers around, right? And then
Okay.
I lost. I was like, damn, I lost $15 right away, right? I was like, damn. So then I said, all right, well, I got $5 left. So then I bet some more, and I think I won $2 back, right? Or yeah, I won $2. And the whole thing was the minimum bet was $5. So I had to put or I won $3. So the minimum bet was $5. So I had to put another $2 in to get $5, and then I lost all $5 again. So, but yes, I did bet on black. I'm gonna say I meant to tell you, but I did bet on black, and it came out red multiple times in a row. I was mad. All right, so hold on. Let me answer this question. I saw Taj ask the question. Damn it, I saw it. Where'd it go? Okay, so Taj said, oh no, this is Scrog. Sorry. So Scrog says, we're curious if you got to see Rideout Arsenal's Dragon 9mm pistol. So I'm gonna tell you right now, Scrog, I went to and paid attention to Kennick. I went out there with the intention of networking. Hush.
Say it's not
okay.
so.
Hush. All of you. All right. All of you, hush. I'm gonna mute you all.
You didn't even have to say it. We knew. We just knew.
But let me just show you something, dude. I talked to the
Ah,
exactly.
ah, you're rubbing elbows.
Exactly. I definitely was. So the person who is the sales manager slash marketing manager, he and I were rubbing elbows at the Circle Bar at the Venetian Hotel. And when I say he told me, he was like they were talking about me over dinner because of my passion for Canic and other things like that. Because of the way I approached him, talked to him, and it was real chill how I talked to him. And so the guy I talked to, his name was Adam. So Adam, if you see him in some of the videos online and things like that, he introduced me to the president of Canon USA. And then they were like, "Oh, we gotta get him like some of this, we gotta get him some of that, give him t-shirts, give him this, give him that." So they
That's
hooked me up with a bunch of stuff. But I'm like, I'm trying to be like, can y'all send me some stuff
I
so that I
got
can review it,
I,
please?
I got a channel called Off the Grill,
Listen, let me tell you.
and I shoot Canic all the time.
Okay,
And you need to introduce some new when you come out
yeah,
with
some
something
faces.
on that
Yep,
channel. Yep,
exactly.
yep,
So Jimmy, did you see? Do you watch Honest Outlaw, Jimmy?
yes,
Did you
yes.
see me on the Honest Outlaw channel?
No, I
Look
did
for
not.
it.
All
Look
right,
for it.
I'll
Look
have to
look
find it.
for it.
I'll have
Look
to
for it.
find it. All
All
right.
right. So
Hey,
look,
this could
I'm
be an
listening.
end for you. Can you imagine
Oh,
Kennick
definitely.
doing? Can you imagine Kennick doing like a company barbecue and flying you over to cook for him?
I don't know, but I'm gonna try to milk this for everything is worth milking. I
Say
I
less.
am. Yep,
I'll
exactly.
cook
For
you
real.
the
Say
best
less.
Listen,
brisket you ever
I
had.
told. Listen, so I told. So look, I got here's one person's card. Here's another person's card
Just
from
invite
Kenny.
me to your parties.
Brian,
Listen,
I can foresee a Canic dash bash.
Oh my God.
here's
Yep.
another Canet card.
Steel
Here's
drum
another
cannon.
Canet card. Okay. Here's another Canet card. When I say, and that's not even, and then this is the president. Okay. So his card doesn't say Century, Canet, U.S. Palm, and Red
I
Army.
can
His
I,
just says Canet. Okay.
I can see dash now. Canic and clear. Use both responsibly.
Man, listen, 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 bruh. I'm gonna just tell you. When I say I went out there to network and network I did. Okay, they know who I am. They know my name. They know
Not
my
a thing
passion
wrong
for it.
with that either. Not a
No, they
thing
know my
wrong with it.
passion.
Did you do? Come on, selfie.
No, so I did get a picture with with
I knew it.
Adam.
I knew it.
With the
So
president.
listen,
Yeah,
I
of
I
course.
didn't get a picture with the president. I didn't get a
No.
picture with the president. No, because he's not
Hmm.
the face. He's not the face of Kenny. If I showed you who he was, you wouldn't know who he was.
I
But
don't
I
know who
can.
any of them are.
True,
I'm
true,
just saying.
true. So this is Adam. Okay, he's the sales guy, sales and marketing
Yeah.
guy, right? So I mean, all right. Look, we're gonna save some for
That's
the next
that's
hour.
the guy
Okay,
you need to really get in with.
Oh, that's the one who I was
Yeah.
drinking with every night while I was there. Trust me.
Yep.
He and I are good. But we're good.
and that's probably the level you need to be with anyway.
Oh, agreed. Actually, I'll take it one level lower because I feel like he might be he might have the I won't say the attention, but he might be too busy to answer a question from me. Versus some of the other guys who I have cards for, they're like the website guy, one of the other marketing folks. I can
Yeah.
probably send them an email and they'll be able to answer and or respond versus him being out of town or out of country or doing something or whatever. So I'm glad I have theirs. Uh let's see. This says outbound 1219 says hello everyone. Hello. Can we get a
Howdy.
name and age, location? I just want
Firstborn.
to nah. So Todd says that new Canic is sick though. Yes, indeed. So the newest Canic that Todd was talking about is the one that is a can it is a project with Radian. Radian, I don't know if they're Radian firearms, but Radian has they do barrels and compensators for specific pistols, and they have partnered with Canic to do a magwell, a backstrap, as well as the pistol or excuse me, as well as the barrel and a compensator. So it's real dope. I got to shoot it. That was pretty cool. And man, it was fantastic. It's a nice firearm for real. Just in the short though, did you do a full video with Honest Outlaw? Also, no. I wish. And that short was me. It was honestly kind of. I corrected him when I won't say he made a mistake. He made an omission, and I corrected him. And then his wife turned her phone or their camera on me, and that's when I started talking about the things that were different because he was saying, "Oh, because," and I sat there and I talked to them for a while, right? And I'm telling them about my YouTube channel and and they were very encouraging, and I won't say proud, but I was just saying, hey, I finally got my channel monetized. I'm at about 1,400 subscribers and this, that, and the other. And they're like, you just got to keep at it, keep pushing, keep doing this, keep doing that, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. I'm honestly, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, basically. So then we were talking about Canics and other things like that, and I showed him my Canic collection, right? And that was the thing, right? I showed him my Canic collection, and he's like, "Geez, wow, right?" That video, yes,
I found it.
yes.
I found it.
So he was like, "Wow." So then we got to talking, we were talking, and then he was like, "Okay," and he kind of like left off, and then they started filming that short that Jimmy you about to watch. So the whole thing was he was filming, and I heard him say something that wasn't 100% correct, and it wasn't that it was wrong; it was just an omission. He was talking about how Radian did the barrel and the compensator, and I was like, well, they did more than just that. And that's where you see me in the video, and I'm like, well, Radiant contributed to the magwell, to the backstrap, to the barrel, and the compensator, and that's how it all. And then that's when I kind of introduced myself. So the way she edited the video, it's like it worked out and made it look a little better than me just like jumping into his video. But that's exactly what I did. But it wasn't like I'm going to, stop him and interject myself into the video. It really was pretty natural. And what's crazy is if you look at the comments on that video, there are so many people who know me from the range that have commented like, "Oh my God, Dash is the Canic guy. He's helped me with Canics. He's talked to me about Canics. He's done this with Canics. He's the Canic man when it comes to there are Cindy's. I go into Cindy's. That's my local range. I love Cindy's." And I'm just like, damn, this is pretty good, pretty cool. So, ow,
What's going on, Dash?
how's retirement treating you, man?
Man, it's beautiful, dude. It's beautiful. It's Saturday every day.
Oh man!
And you're about to get kicked off.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna put him out. Oh my God, the brown paper bag, dog. Come on.
What's wrong with the brown paper bag?
Man, just get yourself a cup. Just put it in the cup, dog.
No, I've been doing this since forever, man, and it feels
old school. That's the old way of doing it.
That's your
walking out of 7-Eleven.
I wish I could walk out of 7-Eleven with a beer. Not here.
What's going on, Daddy Dutch?
Oh man, what? Excuse me.
Laura.
Oh boy. Hush. Kent. He says, "Hello, Dash. Jimmy and Kent from Iowa here. 56-year-old Capricorn. This weather sucks. P.S. Consulting with some of the best from Texas. Turkey bacon is not real bacon."
I didn't initiate it this time. It
Oh,
wasn't
I
me.
know. I know it wasn't you. Not just like you said. Not this time. Look, Scrog says that's a Willy Wonka song. The Canic Man can. Dude. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. Yes, Kent says brown paper bag equals recyclable koozie. Indeed.
Dash, you old enough to remember MD 2020?
Oh yeah, Logan David.
All right.
Yeah.
Mad dog.
Yeah. So have I never told you about how when I used to work at the I used to work at a beer and wine store like when my wife and I first moved to Maryland. We were just about to get married, and I was like, oh, I'm trying to make some extra dollars in order for me to pay for this wedding, right? So I went and I worked at a beer and wine store, and the whole thing was I went into the store because I used to go into the store to buy my beer, right? So I went into the store and I talked to the owner and I was like, hey man, can I help you? Like, do you need some help? Like, I can sweep up, I can load refrigerators. I'm like, I don't care. I'm just looking for some extra money. He's like, sure. So I started working at this beer and wine store. Well, the guy who owned it is Puerto Rican. Okay. The majority of the people who worked there were Latino or Latina. And the people who patronized his store were Brazilians, El Salvadorians, Puerto Ricans. So they used to come into the store, they looked at me and they're like, man, he real fair skinned. And they used to talk to me in Spanish, right? And I'm like, nah, I don't get it. But the Brazilians used to come in and they used to be like, Vici, Vici. And I'm like, hold on. And I'm like, what are you saying? They're like, Vici, 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 Vici. And dude, I'd be like, Miguel, yo, this dude is
2020.
asking for Vici, Vici. Yep. I'm like, this dude is asking for Vici, Vici. I don't know what that is. He says, you know what it is. He says 2020. I'm like,
2020.
what? He said, how do you say 20 in Portuguese? I'm like, I don't know. I don't speak Portuguese. He said, well, how do you say Vici, or how do you say 20 in Spanish? I said, Venti. He said, yeah, Venti, Vici, Venti, Vici, Vici, Vici. I'm like, he said, get him to 2020 or point him where the 2020 is. So yes, I'm familiar with 2020. But when I was younger, when I was like 18 to 21 years old, we were drinking Boone's Farm.
Yeah.
All right.
Strawberry Hill.
Man, listen. I got some stories about some Boone's Farm, the fuzzy navel Boone's Farm. Man. But I never really got into the 2020. Like I never really drank it a whole bunch. I was always a fuzzy navel or there was another one from Boone's Farm that I used to drink, and I can't remember what it's called now, but still the fuzzy navel one was the one that the girls I used to hang around with, they loved that one. And I'm like, sure.
Brass monkey.
Man. Look, all I can think of is the oh my god, the Beastie Boys song. I'm like,
Yeah.
Bum, 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 brass monkey, that monkey, brass monkey, chunky, that monkey, yo, License to Ill, yo, that was my shit.
Yep.
For real, I used to listen to that all the time. All right, so Tosh says, is there an outdoor range in your area that I like? Yes. The thing is, it is like 2 hours away from my house. So that's the easiest one to go and shoot it. But what we do though is we make a plan and you go out there and you shoot all day long. When I say all day long, like you bring your own lunch, you bring all your ammo, you bring all of the guns, all of the firearms that you're going to shoot, and you shoot out there all day long. Mad Dog, Boone's Farm, Bartles and James. Ooh, I haven't talked about Bartles and James in a hot minute. Damn, that's a throwback. Man. Scrog says, were you doing quality control?
At the liquor store.
Oh no. So yes and no. Okay. I discovered my I've been a collector of things, right? So I have a beer bottle collection, and my beer bottle collection is about 120, 150 different bottles. And when we moved from our apartment in Silver Spring, like after I stopped working at the beer store, they went into boxes, and I haven't pulled the boxes out. But I would love to put out and display those beer bottles eventually somewhere else. Yo, he said Tasha's Booms Mai Tai. That was another
Yes,
one.
that
That
was
was
good.
another one. That was good. Um Roger says Bartles and James for him. Look, Scrog says all the Booms for him. Yes. Mm. Hold on. There is I have to acknowledge this.
I was waiting for this one.
Hi Quentin. Quentin, this is kind of unbecoming of you for you to be late.
So
This is
I'm
kind of
I'm
unbecoming.
waiting on Quentin. Quentin,
Look, we all been
Look.
waiting on Quentin.
look, Quentin.
I didn't.
Yeah.
So hold on one second. I was gonna say, Al, let me see what it is you're drinking. What is it?
My
Perfect
usual.
timing too, because he picked up the can. Oh, okay, Modelo. All right. Is it
Modelo Ranch water.
ranch water? I'm gonna have to look into that.
Best ranch water out there.
Easy days and mellow nights. Yeah.
You know, Dash, when you were saying about the Boone's Farm and the MD 2020, I was
Uh-huh.
thinking about those. What are the modern day alternatives to that? I don't think there is anything cheap out there anymore.
So you have Four Loko.
But that's not as cheap as that's still $4 a 24 ouncer.
All right, so let's see what else. You have oh god, what
You got
is
the
it?
Buzz Balls,
Oh.
but the Buzz Balls ain't cheap.
Yeah,
They have the
but
Buzz
the whole
Balls,
thing
but
is
the Buzz Balls ain't cheap.
but the thing is this, right? You gotta like put it to how much stuff is now. So the Buzz Balls and the Cutwater is another one that people are really going crazy over. Cutwater, I haven't had it. But then where's Marcus at? Marcus, what is it you drink? Marcus drinks
But
Zima.
Steel Reserve is a malt
still.
liquor.
Oh, bruh, listen. Let me just tell you. I used to have a lady that came into the liquor store every day. Now, mind you, I won't say this is how cheap Miguel was. Miguel, who's the guy who owned the beer wine store that I worked at. Okay, Miguel used to buy 12 packs of the Steel Reserve. Okay, or not even Steel Reserve. It was Milwaukee's Best. Okay, so we called it Beast, right? He used to buy 12 packs of the Milwaukee's Beast, and part of my job was to cut the 12 packs in half into 6 packs, right? I would cut them around, fold them, pop them, and then load them into the refrigerator as 6 packs and not 12 packs. I guarantee you, there was a woman that used to come into the beer and wine store every single day. Every single day she came into the beer and wine store, she bought a 6 pack of Milwaukee's Best. All right, again, Beast. We called it Beast. So Ice House Beast. She came into the liquor store or the beer and wine store, bought a 6 pack every single day. The 6 pack was a 12 pack that was cut in half. So he was buying them for the 12 pack price and then charging the 6 pack price. So he was making like $1, $2 on every single one of these 6 packs that he sold, right?
Yeah.
And I said to her one day, I finally, like, after months, I said, Miss, why don't you just buy a case, a 30 pack? She said, because this is for my husband. And if I give him more than 6 beers, he'll drink more than 6 beers, guaranteed. So I limit him to 6 beers a night. I'm like, damn. Damn.
Smart woman.
Damn. Yo, And then every now and again, she would buy a 12-pack, and I'm like, ooh. And she said, basically, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, or it's Saturday, or whatever the case may be. And she will buy a 12-pack. But I was just like, when I was like, why? The Steel Reserve was cheaper than buying a 6-pack of Coke at the store. The Steel
Wow.
Reserve was like $2.50. A 6-pack of Coke was $3. Now, mind you, this was also 20 years ago, but still, I'm like, damn.
You know,
All right.
thinking back at 20 years, they used to go to drive-throughs that would cut those 12 packs in half, like you mentioned. And then they would ice them down for you.
Oh, and put the ice in the cardboard?
Yeah, that was way before the open container laws,
Bro.
But you're like, shit, you don't need an ice chest. Fuck it. If my carpet gets a little bit.
Yep.
Because the car you were driving was a piece of shit anyway, So who cared if it got wet, your floorboard got wet.
All right, so Scrog says, ooh, that ranch water is good stuff. And agree, Modelo is the best of them next to actually making one yourself. I've never had a ranch water. Listen, when I go different places around the country and I travel and do different things, and I see you guys drinking stuff, I do pay attention. Okay, I do pay attention. So next time I'm out and about, and if I get to Texas, I will definitely try to have to look for and try to find that ranch water. Look.
Anywhere in Texas, or pretty much any bar now, you ask for a ranch water, they can make it for you. It's a mixed drink, right? So, but this one is the best of all the ranch waters. It has no aftertaste or anything, and it's getting hard to find.
Is it like the what is it, like a Michelada or that type of? No. I'm just saying, like the mixed drink type of. They make a drink and they use a beer base or something.
All it is, basically, they're using sparkling water with this, but a traditional ranch water is tequila or agave with Topo Chico and a squeeze of lime.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, I love Topo Chico. I have some Topo Chico right here. I have some tequila that I brought back from on the cruise that I got for free. And a squeeze of lime?
Yeah, squeeze a lime. And if you got agave syrup, just dab a drop or two in there just for a hint of sweetness.
You about to have me drinking ranch water, Holmes?
Man, it's the best, dude. Doesn't bloat you.
Fool, I'm be drinking the ranch water with my button, my top button, and my chinos on and my shirt open. Holmes.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to drink my ranch water, Holmes. Or it's so funny, right? I was at the range, and I was talking to these, like, it was 3 Latino dudes, right? I was talking to 3 Latinos, and the dude started talking, and he almost called me fool. I said, "You about to call me fool?" And it's funny because he started talking, and then he stopped, and I said, "You about to call me fool, weren't you?" He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "How you know I was gonna call you fool?" I said, "Cause I know you. I know stuff, man." I said, "It's okay, fool. You can call me fool. I ain't gonna be upset." He said, "Yo, this fool knew I was gonna call him fool." Blah blah blah. We was cracking up. We was cracking up. Oh man.
You just need the mohawk going down now.
Bro, listen, I don't have that problem. Okay. Oh look, wait. So Tosh says, didn't Boone's make a pink champagne? I'm not sure if it was Boone's, but I know somebody had some sort of pink champagne. I remember that.
Kirkland?
And
no.
Who?
Kirkland?
No. It was. This was way before Costco and Kirkland got.
No. There was a Kirkland brand.
But this was before that, like
before
way
Costco. Yes, there was a Kirkland brand that for wines and stuff like that.
So let's see. Quentin's talking about Steel Reserve. Steel Reserve, was it 211 or 311? Was it 211 or 311? I thought it was 311. Let's see. Still Reserve Black can was no joke. That thing was like 9% alcohol and $1.25 for it back in the day. So the Steel Reserve Black was. Did anybody ever have the Molson Triple X? Nobody. Taj, I don't know if you remember it because I remember when the Molson Triple X came to Philly, and I was like, "Yo, this stuff is like 8-9%. It's fantastic." That was when Rush and I were drinking it. Who remembers generic beer? White can, black lettering. It said beer. Look, it said generic beer was 99 cents a 6-pack. Oh, Jimmy, that reminds me. Where the hell has Marlon been?
I don't know. We hadn't seen him in. It's been a while.
How long did you work at that? How long did you work at that liquor store?
It was a good year and a half.
Of course,
I'm gonna have to text Marlon.
We hadn't seen Quentin in a while either, or at least I haven't.
Well, not on video. He's in chat.
Yeah, I know. He's been there. If I started to call you, Dash, Monday morning. My youngest son and his wife took a vacation. They went to New Zealand for a week.
Nice.
And they flew into they were going to fly direct into Vancouver and then to Charlotte. And they got dumped on United from Air Canada and ended up going to San Francisco and then into Atlanta. And they hit Atlanta about 6:00 Sunday night in all the ice. So I ended up getting up before daylight Monday morning and driving all the way to Atlanta. And I was going to holler at Quentin while I was in his neck of the woods.
Quentin, I'm not sure if Quentin is in Atlanta right now. He might still be in, because he's not too far from me, but he is from down there.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I was just going to holler at him and say, if you're in the neck of the woods, but my kids were so glad to see me. They crawled in the truck and passed out because they'd been there all night. So,
so from where you are to Atlanta, what is that? 8 hours, maybe?
Oh no, it's closer to 3.
Oh, I thought it was further away.
No, we're about 3 hours from Atlanta.
All right.
It may have taken me a little longer than that from here to, and you've been to my house, from my house up. I didn't go to Greenville. I went to Anderson and went up that way and hit 85. And 85 was fine. Once you got on that interstate,
it's salted and it's good. Yeah.
It was great, And they're in Greer, which is between Greenville and Spartanburg. So, coming back, I lit the highway up coming back. So I was on call. The whole time. So you know how that works.
I do.
So the phone rang. Yeah. I'll be there. It's gonna take me a little bit, but I'll make it.
We got this weather happening right now, so it's gonna take me a minute.
Well, I've got videos and stuff. We had a little bit of snow, but mostly sleet.
Okay.
Which accumulated, and it covered the roads and covered everything. So we were just, we rely on DOT to come in, and of course we're last on the list. So it was bad here. It just shuts everything down.
Is your truck 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive?
No, it's 2-wheel drive, but I didn't have any problem with it.
Okay.
In fact, as the temperature went up and got a little.
Hold on. As the what went up?
You know what? That's your favorite word. Hey Dash, as the temp went up.
Oh.
As the temp went up, and it started to get a little slushy on top. That's when it got slick.
Okay.
But frozen over. Yeah, I didn't have any problem going. I just had to,
mind your P's and Q's. I know how that goes.
Yeah, just had to behave.
No evasive maneuvers.
Nope.
All right, so let's see. Taj says my father-in-law used to buy a case of 40 40-ounce Hurricane. I never knew you could buy 640s at the same time. Yo, when you go to the beer distributor, it was a flex to buy a case of
Yep.
40s. Okay. Let's see. Kent says, Dash, I'll try some in Houston. I'll report back to you. That's what's up. Scrog says, that's what I use for also Topo Chico. Nice. He says, very refreshing. Okay. Drinking with my with my Carnales. Indeed, my homes. 211. I thought it was 311, but it's still reserved 211. Maybe I'm just thinking of the band 311. Look,
Don't you think
Scrog
that
says,
it's one high gravity also? High gravity.
oh yes, definitely. But all of the high gravity stuff was like malt liquor for sure. For sure.
Let's don't
Man,
talk
yeah.
about malt liquor.
Look, so Taj was talking. He said that beer, the XXX Black, is hard. That was the Molson Triple X. Okay, and oh yeah. Look, Quentin says, "Oh damn, Jimmy, we close." Yeah,
Yep.
Marlon is on the late shift all week or at work. So I just texted him. He didn't get back to me, which doesn't surprise me. But it'll be tomorrow or the next day before he gets back to me. All right, I am I'm out of beer. I'm getting ready, to go get 2 more beers. They're sitting on the side of the house. So let me disarm
Time to reload.
Yes. I gotta turn off the alarm before I open up the door. All right, now I'll open the door. I'll be right back.
Me too.
Love you too, Scrub. Sorry, I'm not gonna get up and dance for everybody. So as soon as you left, everybody else left, and it was just me. And Scrog's like, "Oh, hey, it's the B show again." Scrog is asking me what my background is today. So, Scrog, you have the LSG as well, don't you? I think he does, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he has 42.
All
if
right.
not a 42 or 36.
Yeah. So this is my 42. I got the. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but you could get a mod. You could put wood chips in it. Yeah. So this kit, it replaces the deflector plate, and it's got that big cutout, and then it has a little the little basket there that you can put wood chips or small splits, and it actually hangs over the fire pot, so it sparks, whatever you're putting in there. It actually worked out pretty dang good. Now, I've only used it once, just on some ribs. The only wood I had on hand was cherry, and the one in the middle is apple. So a couple cherry chunks and an apple chunk.
Mm.
I use the wood chips a lot when I have the pellets. The wood chips that I have are post oak. The taste it's a different flavor profile going with actual wood chunks. I'm trying to find locally some sort of small splits, or I could just cut some up. But in California, it's kind of hard to find stuff, so may have to order them up. But The smoke flavor was very smooth. It was pronounced, even though it was on, cherry and applewood. Nothing too robust, you might say. But
Those are two of my favorites, man. Cherry and apple are underrated in my opinion.
yeah, I
Like
like cherry.
everyone always talks about hickory and mesquite, and
Yeah.
they're just too much for me. Yep, they're too much. Give me apple, give me cherry. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, those fruit woods are fantastic.
In my area, what the wood that's predominant is almond, and I really want to get some almond to kind of try that out. So, because
out in the country between here and Augusta, there's still big peach farms.
Peach farms, yeah.
And if you can hook up with those guys when they trim out and they'll get old trees and cut them down and save trunks for you, that's good stuff too. I really enjoy peachwood. It's soft, but I swear you can get almost a sweet hint from the smoke from it. I mean, you get that fruit wood
flavor
with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Sweetness.
Yeah, that's Byron Mixon's go-to. He always talks
peach?
about.
Huh.
I
can't say I cooked peach with. Well, actually, technically, I have. We had a peach tree that we had a miniature, like a dwarf peach tree, and I didn't really cut down much of it, but I had a few pieces. But I actually had a plum tree in the yard. And I saved the wood from that plum tree, and I swear I could taste the difference between the plum tree and the apple wood. Same thing, for whatever reason, the plum tree died, and it was like a juvenile plum tree, so it wasn't very thick as far as like the trunk on it. But when it died, I was like, I'm gonna keep this wood, and I kept a piece or two of the plum like separate from everything, so I knew where it was. And when I finally used that last piece, I was sad. Sad. So so let's see. Dash says, when is Brian's brisket being shipped? I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out. I gotta work on that. I haven't cooked. Well, I don't say I haven't cooked anything, but I cooked those. What did I cook the other day? The chicken thighs. Yeah, the chicken thighs. That's I'll say last thing, but that's the only thing I've cooked. I gotta. My wife sent me a video about someone who did he did pastrami beef ribs. And she was like, "You should try this."
I seen it. I saw that video.
I was like, okay, I'm not mad at that.
Nah.
So, Al, have you had that what's next moment yet? I retired in 2019, and I made it 50 days, and I had the local police department call me. I still had all my instructor certificates and all of that were still active, and that was what 9 years ago now, and I'm still here. But I made it 50 days. I killed my shrubbery. My grass wouldn't grow an inch, and I said,
"You drove your wife crazy."
Yeah, well, no. Fortunately, she was going to work every day and staying at work all day. So
okay, so she was running away from you.
Well, along you send them to work, let them draw that check. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't old enough to retire, so I was a little younger than I am. So, but.
All right. So let's see.
How is it? How is it, Al?
Man, so right now, I do get stuff what I need to do around the house out of the way first, and then if everything's set
Speaking of, I saw her. Tell Linda I said hey. She walked past.
Did she walk behind us?
Yeah, she did.
You came behind us, baby? Did you walk behind me?
I saw her come out that door. Linda,
in the
listen. You can't hide from us. Linda, listen. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can imagine that little boy going, Linda, listen. His lips would be this wide. Slap that.
He was like, Linda, Linda with his head sideways.
That wouldn't have worked at my house. No,
Linda, listen. Oh man, dude, listen. I'm tickled pink that every now and again I get to say it, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I do.
He said, "Oh, I do." Oh man! All right, so Todd says, question for everyone: what is the largest / heaviest piece of meat you smoked? All right, I guess.
My Dash question.
I think it was. B, you first. What's the biggest piece of meat you smoked?
It was the very first thing I ever smoked. Right? It was a 25-pound brisket.
God damn. Why?
It was given to me. I had just gotten my smoker.
Hey, Linda. It's so good to see you. Hey, Linda.
Hey.
Hey.
Missed you the last couple of weeks. I'm sorry. I've been away. Don't you do that. I know. Listen. Somebody's got to do it. It might as well be me.
So, Linda, Dash went on a cruise a couple of weeks ago, and he got you some stuff. He's going to send it to you.
He's full of shit. He's full of shit. Don't you listen to him? He's a liar. He's a liar. If I could have, I would have, but no.
Just kidding.
My bags were, we couldn't get past. Actually, I got some salt. You want to be salty? I got some salt from Bonaire. If you want some salt from Bonaire, I can send you some salt from Bonaire. All right,
You'll have to forgive me, Linda. I just come in, I stir the pot, and then I leave.
Oh,
that's
right.
That's what
no
I do.
harm done.
Brian is from California.
Speaking of leaving,
it's all good. I probably wouldn't buy him something either.
What? I just caught that.
I would do my normal reaction.
You have room in my luggage,
okay.
It's okay.
All right. Take care, guys.
Bye. See you, Linda.
Yeah, so 25-pound brisket.
Jeez. All right. So I guess now, George, you're up. What is the biggest piece of meat you've cooked?
25-pound turkey.
All right. Smoked turkey. Jimmy, what's the biggest piece of meat you've cooked?
You know what I'm gonna say. 150, about 160-pound pig.
Yeah.
Dressed.
All right. Al, you're up.
Early on, right before I started the YouTube channel, I did about a 19.5-pound bone-in brisket.
Bone-in brisket.
Bone-in.
All right. And I am going to say piggyback, literally piggyback off of what Jimmy said. The biggest thing I've smoked is it was about a 60-ish pound suckling pig. I didn't do a video on it, and it was a favor for a friend of mine. He did pay me to cook it for him, but it turned out phenomenally. I kind of wish I did a video on it, but I don't because I was just trying to figure it out.
Which one did you cook it in?
I cooked it in Frida. That was the only cook I've actually ever used Frida for. So Frida is the stainless steel, what is that thing called? PDQ cooker. That's the cooker that is from like South Carolina. The what is it? I don't say the lowlands of South Carolina, but there's this guy who bought the rights to this particular cooker that
In the
I got
PD,
this
in the
with
PD,
PDQ.
no, in the PD region of South Carolina. That's lower mid South Carolina.
So that's like
The
where
PD.
the Gullah area is, right? Right.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, yes.
So, but the whole thing is, it's like the lowlands basically of South Carolina.
Yes, see,
Is where
that's where my grandparents were. That's kind of the influence I had. I was the white kid in a bunch of Gullah folks growing up. That's where a lot of my influence came from as far as cooking.
so, and the whole thing is this cooker
Yep.
is not based, but it came out of that region of South Carolina. But the whole thing was like, yo, this cooker it's a multi-tool, okay? You just have to know how to use it. And when I say I was figuring that out, I was like, I don't quite know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. And because of the fact that I had this pig that I was helping a friend cook, and I think I've
Yeah.
told you this story before or made mention of this story. So the whole thing was he did work for someone else, and they basically were like, okay, we're gonna pay you and give you a pig. And he was like, I don't know what the hell to do with this pig. And he said, I know a guy that does barbecue. And he reached out to me and was like, hey, man, I'm bringing you a pig. I'm on my way. I'm an hour away from your house. And I'm like, Doug, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with that pig. He said, I don't care. Figure it out. I'm on my way. I'm like, okay. So if I cook this pig, you're going to have to come back and pick it up tomorrow. He's like, okay, just let me know when it's done. And that's what I did basically. I was like, all right, well, what am I going to cook it on? How am I going to cook it? And then I figured out that I could use this PDQ cooker, and I want to say I need to reenact it, but it was an experience. Okay, um, I cooked it. It worked. I didn't keep any of it or much of it. I had a little bit of pieces that I let my family try just so they could tell me if it was good or not. But it was different. It was a lot of babysitting because I was trying to maintain the temperature. And when you see people cook on, like, I know Jimmy has done a cook on a whole hog with cinder blocks, and they put the coals under the hams and the shoulders.
Yep.
I did the same exact thing, where in this cooker I had the pig not sprawled all the way out. It was kind of like a racing style where it was like everything was tucked up under.
Yeah.
And I put the coals, there's baskets that are on the four corners, and I put coals into the four corners. And as the temperature started to drop, I would add new coals, and the heat would come back up to temperature. And I mean, it turned out great. The skin was great. I even had to cover up the ears and the snout because I didn't want it to burn. But
Yeah.
dude, this pig turned out fantastic. All right, it was nice, and the skin was crisp. And I ended up having to bring it in the house on 2 sheet pans because it fell apart basically.
Wow.
Like I mean, it was done. It was so good, and he was tearing it up as I'm in my kitchen pulling it apart. We were putting it into gallon bags, and he was taking it somewhere. And I'm like, yo, I just need you to leave me one of them bags so my family can try it, so I can let them know. And when I say they had a good old time picking the cracklings up off of the sheets, and they enjoyed it. That's all I got
How
to
long
say.
did it take?
It took me probably a good 8 to 10 hours. I didn't like time it. Like, I don't remember exactly. I could look. I'm sure I
Not
could look
bad.
back at the pictures and tell you what the time or how long it took was. But
The big thing, most people that do pulled pork will do shoulders or butts, and it's one cut of pork. The
yeah,
thing about doing the whole hog is you've got
it's
so
every
many
cut.
different parts, and the textures and the taste are different. And when you
Mhm.
mix those together, you won't forget it. There's that much difference again. And in the Southeast, we do pig pickings, and you'll have a whole pig that's broken up and
Hauled
whatnot,
out.
and just the shell hauled out and mixed up. Yeah, and they'll well, North Carolina cuts them up. We try to pull them apart in South Carolina. There's a difference between the two states, if you can believe that, right next to each other. But it's once you try it, you won't forget it. It's completely different from what you're used to, and I have to say, South Carolina is one of the states that still you run into people that can cook whole hog like that. And the PD region that Dash was talking about, that's what they do. I mean, they'll do a whole hog, and it's good stuff. It really is. It's good stuff.
All right. So Scrog says, "What's next?" I guess Al, he's talking to you. He says he's got full-size arcade games behind him. He's always busy and short on quarters.
So now that you're retired, have you like run out of things to do already, or
hell no?
Next week?
No, I have too many hobbies. I'm a musician.
Oh,
I used to record bands. I love arcade games. These are 2 of 10 that I got on the other room.
Wow.
I also do a little bit of carpentry. I do barbecue. I started just doing just random pop-ups when I feel like selling. I'll sell a little bit when I have extra.
You need to specify selling meat, okay? Because you know, yeah.
I can't. Not selling. I don't mean anything other than food. We were all here.
Look, he out on the corner twirling and selling himself.
I'm in California, and I didn't read it like that. Okay.
Listen. I live in Baltimore, man, and hey, look, it is what it is. Like you do you, okay?
And I got to tell you, Dash, it feels natural holding these because I'm visiting all my unemployed friends, and I'm even getting to them like, man, when are you gonna leave, man? I got all this free time. I could come visit you.
Man, listen, I am not. I'm not knocking it. So, I mean, how many? Al, have you ever watched The Wire?
No.
All right. So there is I won't say there's a scene, but there's a season in The Wire, right? Where the cops are pissed at all of the junkies and the drunkards who are doing all of the things that they don't need to be doing in Baltimore City. And what they do is they call this like 1 block by 1 block by 1 block area New Amsterdam, and anything goes in New Amsterdam. And one of the things that they did was they allowed people to openly drink in New Amsterdam with the brown bag and or without the brown bag. Like
I belong there.
One of us.
I tell you, yeah, no kidding. You know when you're going, you stop at a convenience store, you're on your way to work, and you stop to get a drink or whatever, not coffee or whatever, right? And people are buying food and whatnot to get to work. And then you see that one guy
who's
in the open beer, getting the beer in the morning.
In the morning.
Listen, and I would always envy that guy.
I don't judge, okay? I don't
judge.
Told
my wife, one of these days, I'm gonna do that, man, and I'm gonna smile and see who's looking, man.
Yeah, and be like, wait. That's when you be like, aha. Because listen, beautiful. I have been on the tail end of that night shift, and you want that morning beer to go to bed, to go to sleep. Exactly. I get it, Al. Al, you don't have to explain it to me, man. I get it. I have worked. When I say, yo, ask Taj, where's Taj? Taj will tell you I don't sleep. Okay. My homie will say, he'll say Dash is a vampire. He doesn't sleep, right? But the whole thing is, I kept odd hours. When I used to work at FedEx Ground overnight, and I'd come home at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yo, I'm like, I didn't work all night long. I'm tired, but I'm not sleepy, or I'd be sleepy and not tired. And I come home and I'd be like, I'm wide awake, but I'm beat. Like I could just sit here, sit still, and then it's like, okay, time to get a drink.
Yeah.
So I get it.
But in the back of your mind, though, it's always, I need to get some rest because I got work tomorrow, right?
Yep.
That's a race.
Man.
That is a race now, man.
I got to work tonight.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
That part,
Yeah.
Jimmy. But
Yep.
usually
Been there.
it would be one of those things where I used to work, because I work during the day and at night, with the exception of on a Friday into a Saturday morning
Yeah.
was the only time I didn't have to go to work immediately after working overnight. Now, this is also 15, 20 years ago, when before
But
Taste Tester number 3 was born.
Yeah, but when you're younger, man, you can sleep on
Yeah.
2 hours and you're
Yo,
awake.
I used to sleep
Go to work
on
for-
the job when I was at FedEx.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to work. So the whole thing was, I used to go into FedEx. I used to go into FedEx Ground, and I would work from like midnight to 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, right? But the thing was, that first, I used to load the trailers because I was what they called the yard jockey or the switcher, right? So I would take the trailers that would come in, the little pup trailers, so like the 22-foot trailers. I would put them on the doors, or 24-foot trailers. I would put them on the doors, and they would unload them. And then, as the trailers would empty, I would pull them off the doors, and the guys who were driving from like Richmond and Hagerstown and other places around the area to bring packages to us to be sorted, to go out to be delivered that next morning, right? I would pull the empty trailers off, and I would get them staged for the guys who were bringing them from the other centers to us, and then put them on the doors. So the whole thing was, I would have to go in about an hour before the sort started, right? So I would go in about midnight. The sort started at 1. So from about midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning, I could take a nap. And I was sitting in the truck with the truck running with the heat on. I used to be so good in sleep in that truck, especially in the wintertime. Man, there were times when they be coming, the line haul guys would be banging on the doors like, Dash, yo, get up, get up. I need two empties. I'd be like, oh damn. All right. Like, they've been calling you on the radio. Get up. I'll be knocked out. I take a quick, half an hour nap and be gone, do what I need to do, finish doing what I'm doing. Once I loaded all of the doors and it was done, I used to go. I would sit in a dark corner and take a nap, and then I'll hear them on the radio. All right, they done. Okay, I'll pull them off. I got you. Door 6, sure. Door 7, sure. Door 8, sure. Boom, pull them off. But once the day was done, man, I'm telling you, on Saturday mornings after I would work, it was game over. I'm telling you. I used to go home and be like, just like this. And I would lay down, take an hour or 2 nap, and then be up, and we'd be doing Saturday stuff. And I wouldn't have to go back into work until Sunday night for Monday morning. So, yeah. Let's see. Todd says he's been cooking with the salt. So we went to Bon Air in the Caribbean, and they have salt, like a salt farm or salt production. And one of the places we stopped, there was a big old trough of salt that we could just pick up salt and take it with us. So it was pretty cool. Keon said, I would love to try cooking a whole hog. All right. He says, wait, this is Mr. 937 Barbecue King 9 says my whole hog is on my to-do list in 2026. That looks like a Chicago Bears jersey, either Bears or I can't tell if it's Bears or if it's the Bungles. I'm hoping it's the Bears because yeah. Mr. 937 says you've not seen The Wire. You need to see The Wire. You do. And it's like 4 or 5 seasons of The Wire. Highly recommend it. Let me just tell you. Let me preface this. I did not see The Wire prior to moving into my house. I lived in my house a few years before I watched The Wire.
Really?
But man, listen, I didn't have HBO. Real talk, I didn't have HBO. So
you didn't have the little filters that screwed in so you could.
Nah, I had those as a kid. Okay, in Philadelphia, in Philly. All right, in Philly, we had that. Okay, we had the EEPROM chip that the guy used to come out and charge you $100 to put the chip into the back of your box. What? Yes. Okay. That's one of those things where a core memory, Jimmy. I remember him opening up the box, putting that EEPROM chip into the box, and I didn't know what it was until I was older and a computer nerd. And I'm like, damn, that's what the dude did when he put the prom into the. Wow. Wow. And then he was like, I'm going to leave this little chip on top of the box. So if something happened, all you got to do is unscrew this and change this one out and put that one back in. Yo, life. Again, when I was a kid, if I knew what I knew now, man, listen. So, all right. So, Scrog says, on your way to work, stop and get a ranch water and the paper koozie. Nah. Look, so Taj says he doesn't sleep. I never seen him sleep either. Taj knows I sleep. Taj saw me sleep on a cruise. Did I sleep less than he did? Yes. Was I up before him? Yes. Did I stay up later and get up and watch the sunrises on the cruise? Yes. But I took naps. That I won't say I go to sleep. Like I feel like I take naps at night because that's how I feel. Though I do get rest. So Scrog says, Mr. 937, how are you planning to cook it? I don't have a means myself, but have to have pig and travel. So here's the thing, Scrog. I think you could get away with cooking a suckling pig, a small pig, in your 42. You would just need to take that top rack out and then put it in there. And then the thing that I would actually suggest or not recommend, but the thing that I think you would have to do is take and put the hams on first. And then when you take that pig out, you have to take it and rotate the whole pig on the grate and put it back into your cooker so that it would cook evenly. But I think you could probably do it in your 42.
And one of the big things you have to think about when you're cooking a pig is what you're going to do with all of that. I mean, you got to have a pretty good sized crew to
area
feed when you're cooking a pig. I mean,
well, I don't know,
freeze it
because I was about to say because you can vacuum seal it
you can freeze it, but if you're gonna do a pig, and most of the around here anyway, we call an order a pig. You can get like 50-pound pigs. That's a small pig for us to cook.
That's what I cooked. It was a 50-pound pig, and I had to manhandle that thing.
How many people did it serve?
I don't know.
Oh,
because
it'll do well, and
So
you can tell as good as anybody because you know what normal serving is going to feed
somebody who's hungry.
Yeah, when
it's one
somebody
of those
wants to order pulled pork, you tell them, I need, well, how many people are you going to feed? Well, all right, it's going to take this many pounds to feed that many people.
And it's a guess. It's a guess. It's an educated guess. And my whole thing is just like, I usually tell people, all right, I'm figuring a half a pound per person.
Yeah.
Right. But when it comes to a whole hog, you have to remember there are bones in there.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
skin in there. There is fat in there. There are all these things that are going to contribute to loss even greater than what you're used to in a pork shoulder or a Boston butt. So you're like, okay, I have a 50-pound suckling pig. That's 50-pound dressed weight. I know for sure I'm going to have less than 50, or excuse me, less than 50% of that 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Right?
I would think with a 50-pound pig you could do 30 people.
I'd say 40.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
You got the
I
belly and
wouldn't push it
everything
that
else.
close.
No.
It depends on what else you're doing with it. But
True.
Well,
you might
I
get.
mean,
You
plus
might
you got
get 30
size
guys
and
with a
everything
50-pound
else
pig.
going on.
It depends on the kind of people you're inviting.
True.
To.
That
Yeah.
part.
Well,
There you go.
They're
Yep.
heavy hitters.
'Cause
Like,
if they greedy, nope.
Please just
You
bring
know
out
as
the
well as I
Hawaiian
do.
rolls.
Listen, let me tell you. You know as well as I do. You know that one person that's going to go to an event and see racks of ribs and say, "I'm gonna eat half a rack of ribs to myself." Bruh, that was meant for 3 people, 4 people, and you are eating that rack of ribs to yourself. That's just plain greedy.
Yeah.
Well,
Greedy.
it's
Well,
like that guy
and-
showing up. It's like that guy showing up to a party, and everybody's bringing their own beer. He brings in the Natural Light and
Mhm.
grabs your Ultra. And then when he leaves the party, he takes his Natural Light beer.
Because
Not
nobody
even
drank
that.
it.
Yeah, because nobody
Because
drinks.
nobody drank it.
It's the people that show up with Tupperware and they ain't bring a dish.
That's right. Take home a plate. Take home a plate. Didn't bring anything.
Man.
So this was that
That's good.
25-pounder that I trimmed down to 22, and it's on the. I had a Camp Chef Woodwind,
Damn.
big old chonker.
Jeez.
Well, and one of the things that you can do when you're cooking whole hog like that is what Dash has taught us forever in
Add water.
and slicing like a brisket.
Oh yeah.
When you slice up a brisket, you slice up big pieces, that brisket's going to disappear. But if
Yeah.
you cut it down and cut the sizes of the slices you put in and then put it in, same thing with doing a whole hog. If you break it up in the hog itself and then move it over
Yeah.
into pans, then it's going to go a lot further than if you just leave it in one hulk and break it up.
You gotta
let people-
stretch it.
That's right. That's right. And it's the same way. Plus, it works out a lot better. The bigger hogs, the bigger pigs I've cooked were for like an entire neighborhood, and we would have 50, 60 people, and you've got to do it like that. You can't cook the pig and have it, people envision whole hog cooking as the head, the legs sticking up, and an apple in their mouth and whatnot. And that's not really the way it ends up.
No, it's not.
It ends up pulled pork, just like we're used to serving.
But that's the whole thing. And like when people, because I've had a couple of people ask me about doing whole hogs, right? And I'm like, okay, I can do a whole hog for you. But if I do a whole hog, let me break it down as to what it is I'm charging you for. And then they're like, okay, you know what? Let's just do a bunch of pulled pork.
Yep.
Sure.
It's a lot cheaper.
Sure.
It's a lot
And
cheaper.
that's exactly it. Because and like when I did I'm gonna say the first big cook I did, like when I say big, I was preparing for like 300, 400 people. And it was actually for my work, for my job, right? And the guy who was the director on site, he was the site director. He's like, oh, he wants to do a luau. And I'm like, okay. And they're telling me about what he wants and this and the other. And I said, well, let me just tell you, I've never done a whole hog. I'll find out the information and I'll get back to you, right? I'm not going to tell you no, but I'll find out the information. I'll get back to you. They're like, okay, fine. So I found someone who did whole hogs in my area, and I called them and I was like, "Listen, I am I have been asked to do a whole hog. Is this something you do often?" They're like, "Oh, we do luau's, we do this, we do that, but our luau's are like $2,500." And I'm like, "They're not paying that. They're not paying that."
Nope.
And they're like, "Well, maybe they just need some pulled pork." And I was like, "Exactly." So I went back to the person who was the coordinator and I said, "Listen, if you want me to do a whole hog and to do like a luau, it's going to cost you this amount because I have to do this. It's going to be this many hours. I have to stay here. I got to do this, that, this, that, this, that. But if you want me to do pulled pork for you, it'll cost you a third of that." They were like, "We want pulled pork." And like without even batting an eye.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm cool with that because I can do the pulled pork like in my sleep halfway. But that whole hog thing, I was like, nah, I was intimidated. Like, yo, this
It's a
is
novelty.
crazy.
It's a
Yep.
novelty.
Yep.
It's a bucket list.
Yeah. You know, I
Mhm.
had the opportunity of trying a whole steer
Mm.
on the open fire meetup in November this past year, and that was an experience. You know, taking a little bit of the carcass of meat from every part, different part. You know, from the rib area, from the leg area. You know, and that was pretty cool. I think I got a short up on that.
Uh-oh. Victor's here.
What?
Oh no.
There's Victor. Hey, Victor.
He woke up from his slumber. Victor, hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh, the link is still on my. Yo, that's funny.
There you
Chris
go.
is a comedian. He says that's a lot of chicken dogs. Mm-hmm.
Dude, I got about 2.5 gallons of turkey broth in my freezer.
Man. You said 2.5 gallons of turkey breast?
Yeah. No, turkey broth.
Oh, broth. From your turkey from Thanksgiving or from Christmas?
Well, I ended up smoking 2 turkeys and my wife baked one.
That's funny. I did 17 turkeys. I don't have any turkey broth.
But see, that's why I don't mind. That's why I don't mind if I'm doing a turkey for somebody and they'll say, "Can you carve it for me?" I'm like, absolutely.
So is that the roll box there?
That's where you put the splits in on the Lone Star.
Have you ever tried seasoned wood outside of Kemp Dry wood?
No, and I've only used this once. So
game changer. I just made cowboy beans with post oak from Chief Firewood. They're the suppliers of most of the Texas barbecue places down here, and game changer on the Camp Chef Woodwind Pro. It tasted like an offset.
Well, I don't know. This works really good, and it's got that cut open area. You've got your slide and sear plate that you push that over, and it covers that area, so you get smoking and stuff. But I had a Woodwind, Camp Chef Woodwind, not the Pro, but the Woodwind, and then that thing took a dump on me after a couple of years. And then that's when they came out with the Pro. And I was like, oh my God, I want this, right? So I was looking at it. And then I was literally within a day of just purchasing it, because you had to order it. Nobody in my area has them. So, but that's when I found I always do a crap ton of research before I do anything. And that's when I ran across a video on the LSG. So I was like, well, So I started doing a crap ton of research about the LSG and blah 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 back and forth, and so I wound up with the 42, the LSG. The Camp Chef, the Woodwind that I had, I loved it. I still love it. It's a great smoker. I honestly, I think it's with anything else. You get proficient with the tools that you have,
Mhm.
and you can make really good food as long as you know how your machine works.
Cooker work.
Doesn't
Yep.
matter if it's a Yoder or LSG or whatever. A simple Traeger, as long as you know the little quirks about it and get used to it and get proficient with it, you can pump out some really good food. So I'm in a couple of the Facebook groups and stuff like that. And somebody, oh, I was gonna buy a Yoder. Should I do an LSG? And it's like, dude, it's your money.
Bruh.
Don't.
Yep. Cook on what you gonna cook on.
Hey, I got some property out in Louisiana.
Yeah, do your research and then make a
Absolutely.
decision and be happy with what you're working with.
The main
It
thing
can't
is
be.
the main thing
Out.
is getting the features that you want in a machine. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Everything else is learning. That's all it is.
Mm.
So
I tell you, I'm still getting questions about the smokehouse, the old country cabinet
Oh, yeah?
smoker that I've got. And I don't think they've sold them for what, 3, 4, 5 years?
They're coming out with a new line pretty soon. They send me some sneak peeks, but I can't share yet.
Well, and they've come out. Is it a cabinet smoker? They've come out with cabinet because I know they came out with that new offset in the last year or two.
What up, Buzz Barbecue?
So
The last thing they came out with is the G3. That they sent me that one, but they're coming out with new stuff very, very, very soon. In fact, they've already sent out the invoice orders or invoice request orders for the retailers. So, and then they sent me pictures, but I can't share them until I'm told that I can share them.
Well, if they're looking for people to show them, tell them send me one. I'll be glad to.
Real.
I'll be glad to
I'm
do
about
a
to say,
review.
you didn't share it with the world. I did.
That's a workaround, you know.
I'm all about thinking outside the box, Al. You know.
So, what's your favorite video game that you got?
Well, I want to say for right now, I do have the Star Wars Return of the Jedi, which is this one here, and that's the newest one I got. And but I got like 8 others on the other room where my old live setup used to be.
Do you have Gallagher?
Sorry?
Do you have Gallagher?
I do.
Galaga.
I've got the old arcade game. That's the
Yeah.
only one I have. It still works.
Yeah.
I still fly in the wall.
You ever
What's
play?
going on, Buzz? Which one again?
Oh, I was going to say, have you ever played or seen Cyberball?
Nuh-uh.
It was a 4-player game. You know how Gauntlet had the 4 controllers?
Mhm.
Same principle, but it was a cybernetic football game.
Oh.
Oh, man, that was the best.
I got Gauntlet, though.
Yeah, Gauntlet's good.
Yeah, Defender.
Yes.
Joust was one of my favorites.
I have Joust.
Yep.
Yeah.
Victor, what's up, buddy?
He popped on, but I guess his camera wasn't working really well. He's been having internet issues, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to come back in here. Let's just do this, make it easy for him.
I think one of my favorites was Defender and Space Invaders.
You remember the second version of Defender called Stargate? Defender 2?
No.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, but for right now, I've been playing a lot of this Return of the Jedi. It has, Luke, use the Force. And,
Yeah.
and then Darth Vader, I'm on the leader. And he's on your ass and stuff. It's really cool.
So no pinball machines?
Not yet.
Those are arcade cabinets.
Yeah, they take a lot of room, man. The pinball machines. But
As someone who has moved more than my fair share of arcade cabinets and pinball machines, bruh.
Yeah, they're work, man. And so the question earlier about, have I gotten bored yet? No, because I told my wife I'm gonna rearrange the arcade room. I'm gonna make it like, every once in a while, imagine you being, 13 years old and having these machines in your house. Yeah. That 13-year-old imagination when I'm drinking my ranch water and I'm drunk and I look at these things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get it on.
Let me just tell you, there's like 4 camps of people, right? There is the like really fast car camp. There's the really fast motorcycle camp. There is the smoke meats camp, and then there's the arcade camp. I'm telling you. And then the way that they intertwine is ridiculous because some of the car guys whose houses I've been to pick up and or deliver arcade machines and or pinball machines, it's been ridiculous. And same thing, some of the folks who I've been to pick up arcade cabinets and pinball machines that I walk into their houses and it's like, this house is every bit of $1 million, and you have an entire separate wing of your house for your pinball machines and or your arcade cabinets. This is ridiculous, and I'm here for it because I'm like, I have no dog in the fight. I'm just moving the machine. Like, I'm getting paid to move the machine. Like, I don't care. People were like, oh my gosh, let me see you play it. Let's turn it on. Let's play a game. Let's get into this. I don't care. I'm trying to get in and get out. Like, I don't care. Right? And Al, I don't know if you moved those machines yourself or you had somebody come in and do it for you.
No, myself.
See, listen, I don't want to talk to you because I'm trying to get some money. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Beer tapper. I don't have beer tapper, but I do have a real beer tapper. I have a kegerator outside on my kitchen.
All right. So Buzz Barbecue 56 says whole hog is a whole hog learned. Whole hog learned as a kid.
Wow.
I didn't learn whole hog. I mean, I grew up in a city. My whole hog consisted of looking at the entire pork chop department in the meat department, or the entire pork chop, in the meat department. Because, man, I wish I could.
And the whole truth to that is, whole hog that you learned as a kid, you did all the crap work. Mm-hmm. You hauled all the wood, you shoveled all the coals, you did the work.
Not even that they didn't get to enjoy the final product, but that final product was not, I won't say it could have been better. It could have been better.
There's a hard, fast rule to cooking whole hog in the South, and that is whoever is really in charge of doing the whole hog ends up by himself a little after midnight. Everybody else disappears and you end up working your ass off by yourself, because that's the way it works every time. There's always alcohol involved. Everybody has a good time till about midnight, and then you do the work.
Yeah.
and swear that's the last one
Last
you'll
time
ever
you're gonna do.
Yep. That's the way
I'm
it works.
never doing this again. Yo, this
That's
is
right.
crazy work.
Yep.
I'm not doing this again ever. What was I thinking?
Yep.
You know, can you believe I never tried pulled pork up until like 10 years ago in 2016 when I was in Mississippi? I got invited to a barbecue, and it was great. But here in Texas, pork is not
exclusive.
It's not really.
No,
a lot of
That's
people don't
brisket
speak
country.
pork, man. Yeah, it's beef.
Yep.
It's beef. It's brisket, and it's dino ribs.
Beef ribs, yep.
That's my favorite.
It's
Yeah.
fajita. It's fajitas and cross-cut ribs and everything beef. Everything beef.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They even make tortillas, you know, flour tortillas with beef tallow, you know. So
Mhm.
you're,
Ooh,
Yep.
I bet you that's good.
oh, it's excellent, dude.
Oh yeah, I can attest for that right now.
He said, I don't even need the brown bag over my cut water.
I've been having
Yeah,
carne
I never thought
asada and
about
all
that.
of that stuff.
Okay. Well, look, I am going to go to bed. You guys,
You got that.
Yep. You're out of shape. You're out
me?
of shape after a
Yeah.
month. Yeah, you're out of shape after a month. That's
So, I mean, I didn't had a couple shots of this.
no. It was earlier in the day though. You were already in the evening.
And then I had 4 of these.
That doesn't
These are
count.
16. There's
No, we drink light beer to sober up. Yeah, no,
these are 16
that's-
ounces, okay?
that's hydrating after you've consumed alcohol.
I did hydrate after I consumed alcohol.
I
Take
see.
her off.
Funny
Yeah.
enough,
That's the light.
I got to hydrate,
I
okay?
understand.
All right.
I completely.
I would take
understand.
another shot, but my ice is gone. Oh, no. Let's see.
Well,
Ooh.
I haven't seen the shot of clear come out tonight now. You did say shot. I mean,
Love you.
yeah, I know, man. I love you too, but
No,
I ain't seen
no.
I ain't seen a shot of clear
Nope.
come out tonight.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. My guy has been running into some technical difficulties with I would say with my travel, but he hasn't gotten to time it right where he can actually do a run. So
Am I
plus
going to have to make a phone call, Dash?
listen, it's
Listen, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Listen, Jimmy.
Listen, Jimmy. I know it was listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Earlier, now it's listen, Jimmy. Don't
I
threaten me
know.
with a good time. I
No.
understand.
So I don't want to rock the boat, right?
Okay.
I
Okay.
like when my guy can run some, he can run some. When he can't run none, he don't run none.
I
So,
understand.
I'm not gonna force it because, from what I understand, he's ready to run, but he just hasn't had the ability to do it. So,
Okay.
listen, I have 16 ounces of clear left, but
Oh,
on
that's
my
enough for a
trip-
shot.
not
For
right now.
you,
It's
anyway.
too far away. No,
That's enough for you to
too
take
far
a shot.
away. No,
Oh, bless you.
but you're not gonna pressure me.
No, I
But,
wouldn't. I wouldn't even attempt, Dash. I wouldn't. attempt.
So,
Never.
but the thing is, with everything in the area, he's taking care of other things first before he is like, oh hey, let me hook you up, let me help you out.
Mm.
Unfortunate.
Well, you let me know if he doesn't come through, and I'll see what I can make a few
alright.
calls.
You gonna ring the alarm, huh?
Yeah, I'll send out a call. Dash is in trouble.
Distress. SOS. Yeah.
Because you know I'm going to be asked tomorrow. You know the question
Oh, yeah.
when I go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Listen, we had an early night because I'm out of shape. There you go.
Yeah,
You can blame it all on me. That's fine.
I will. I'll when they say how late Dash keep you up last night, I'll say, the last 3 weeks I've said, hey, Dash hadn't been even around. He's a world traveler,
he was on vacation.
Yeah, that's right.
Listen, not tonight. I'm back.
He back. He's just not in shape. Stay up.
I'm not. No, I am not. No, I am not.
Did you hit the gym while you were on the boat?
I didn't hear you.
Did you hit the gym while you were on the boat?
I did a couple days. Speaking of, I met Richard Branson. Like, he was on our ship. Yeah, exactly.
Really?
He was on our ship. So and it's like one of those things where it was a flex, but if you know who Richard Branson is and know what he does and everything, when I say this school was cooler than the other side of the pillow, he was on a gym, just like in a gym, doing whatever he was doing. He was working out, doing his thing, walking around the ship. That was one of the things that was crazy. He had and when I say no, zero security detail. He got off the ship and went to the ruins in Cartagena, okay? Cartagena in Colombia. This man is worth almost $3 billion, and he's walking around Cartagena with no sort of security. Nobody.
He's got security. You just can't see it.
Nah, bruh. I'm observant. There was no security.
You got those drones around that you can't see.
Bruh, let me just tell you. I noticed everything. Everything. He had no noticeable security. None. Unless they had SWAT that they dropped 2 or 3 blocks away and they had to run in. There was not anyone that was in the immediate vicinity. If they had to clear people out and get people into buses, vans, whatever, none of them were anywhere near the president. None of them.
I'm surprised he doesn't have his own cruise line.
He does. It's Virgin Voyages. But the whole thing is, that's Richard Branson. So Virgin Voyages. Yep, he does. It's Virgin Voyages.
Hey Dash, when you get a chance, one of these Tuesdays, come co-host my live.
All right. Well, I do this on Wednesday, but yeah, I'll have to try and keep that in mind.
When you get a chance, dude, we do giveaways and stuff, and
okay,
we have you there, and keep us company, and also get a little bit of
keep us honest, cross-pollination.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I am going to bed because I am falling asleep. So let's say Victor says, well, I'm not going to get out before I go. Go Birds. Yeah. Thank you, Steve. Yeah. Thank you. Victor, much appreciated.
The Birds is taking a nap right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
I can't believe I didn't go.
It's quite all right.
Okay.
So listen, I'm going to go ahead because I'm going to sleep. So you guys take great care. And thank you so very much for hanging out. Always a pleasure.
All right, gentlemen.
And yeah, definitely be easy. I'll see you guys next time.
Have a good night, guys.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Good to have you back safely.
Yeah, man, definitely. Much appreciated. So let me go ahead and end this.
Yep.
All right. See you, Dash.